Hi everybody, it's Marcie and today is Wednesday and we are making one of my favorite desserts, lemon squares. Now, my mom always had a really good recipe for these and they're actually in my cookbook, but then I met someone who had a fabulous recipe. If you live in St. Louis and you've ever been to, I think it's Cravings in, where is it, Webster. If you've ever been there, they have the best lemon squares, second only to, there's a place in LA that we love and I can't think of it, but I'll put it in there. Oh my gosh, best lemon squares ever. So this supposedly is a recipe that this woman I know got from Cravings. So we'll see. But the big difference is I'm changing it up and I'm gonna make it okay for Passover. I will tell you the switches I make. And let's get started. First, I'm going to make the crust with the food processor. Okay, and what I need for this, normally it's 1.5 cups flour. This time I'm going to use, where is my, nope, here's my cake meal, my Passover cake meal, and I'm gonna use 3/4 of a cup of this. It's much thicker, and if you just substitute it out exactly, you'll have a crust you can absolutely not cut. Why is this not coming out? Yeah, I mean, even in here, it's sort of, okay, so we need 3/4 of a cup of the Passover cake flour. And that should be good. Okay, we're gonna pour that in. And then we need I measured it out already, 3/8 of a cup of potato starch. Sort of like cornstarch, but okay, although some of the rabbis said that corn is okay. Okay, we've got those in there. Then we're going to add 1.5 sticks of butter. You know what, I'm gonna cut it down just a little so it blends better. And I'm actually gonna sort of do 2 parts of this today and then the other parts tomorrow. And I should cut it up a little bit more. And the other is 1/2 cup. Or, I'm sorry, 1/2 of a stick. Okay, and you do not want this room temperature. You want it so it'll sort of crumble a little. Okay, let's put this all on. Okay, and we're going to... Now, when you do the flour, this will, it'll come together more like a dough. Oh, for Passover, really, if you can get it sort of crumbly, you're good. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, and I greased a 13 by 9, whoops. Didn't mean to move the camera there. Greased a 13 by 9 pan already. And again, if you do not use corn for Passover, use either olive oil spray. It's not going to give it that much flavor. Or there's Passover sprays too. Let's get this guy out. Okay, and we're gonna just pour this all in there. Oh, it did a good job. Nice. And you can see it's sort of crumbly. It sticks together a little. We're gonna spread that all over. Separate that butter a little. Spread it all around. And don't tap it in too much, but sort of get it so it holds firm. I'm even gonna try and get it to go up a little on the side, although it's not really necessary. Okay. Now this is going to pop into the oven at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes, just till it's a little brown. Probably not even as long with the Passover. So I'm gonna check it at 20 minutes. Okay, I've got that going for 20 minutes, and again, like I said, I'm gonna check it. And let's switch out what I am using here. Get rid of the food processor. And bring on the mixer. I honestly, if I'd had to cook back when I didn't have some of these things, I mean, I would do it. It's just what you know, but boy, we are spoiled now. We've got the greatest things here. Okay, so while it's baking, I'm going to get the filling ready. There we go. And what the first part of that is some eggs. It needs 4 eggs. And I like to break them into something else so that you don't get any egg shells in there. And if there's something wrong with one of the eggs, you're okay. Okay, I'm gonna put those 2 in there. Oh no. Yeah, I left out some of the sugar from the crust, so I'm gonna pop that out. Fix that after we're off camera. That was a big mistake. I was so busy getting the matzah meal or the cake meal and everything else. Okay, so we've got 2 eggs in there, and we're gonna put 2 more. Yeah, so if any of you, Janet, I've got 2 Janets who have been watching my Passover recipes. If any of you want the real recipe, text me or something, and I'll send it to you without mistakes, because I actually have it written down without mistakes. Okay, so we've got the 4 eggs in there, and now we're going to add 1.5 cups sugar. And we're gonna mix that. I'm going to start mixing that and move it back so you can still hear. My scraper. We're going to get that mixed really well. And we haven't done any lemon square, any of the lemon part yet. That's coming. And I do want to shake up the lemon juice. If you have fresh lemons, by all means use them. I just didn't bother to get them. Okay. Okay, that's mixed pretty well. We're going to turn that off. And then we're going to add a little bit of cake meal. Now, normally we add flour and baking powder, I think, which we can't use on Passover. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the cake meal instead. It calls for 1/2 cup of flour. And like I said, you don't wanna use nearly as much cake meal. So I'm gonna do, we'll do a couple of tablespoons. And we'll stir that in. And then we've got the lemon juice. And it needs 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I'm gonna just measure with these handy dandy Pampered Chef prep bowls because they are marked on the side. Okay. That seemed really runny, so I'm gonna go, I've gotta get another thing of potato starch. I'm gonna add a little bit of that because that'll help thicken this up. Let me grab that. And this just needs to be stirred in. Okay, now that's as far as I'm going to take you today. When the crust is done and comes out, I'm going to pour this on top of it, and then I'm going to let it cool and even stick it in the freezer. And when it comes out of the freezer, we're going to do the icing, but we're going to do that part tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Bye.